the early 2020s, AI has progressed significantly and has grown in size and usage. There isn't a day on the internet without seeing AI ads for AI-generated objects that might likely be a scam. AI has progressed into some well-known apps such as Google, YouTube, and its own app, ChatGPT. The recent explosion of AI has been a bit of a shock to many people, as it begins to pop out on every single app and add-on. There are now apps that use AI to help you with grammar and essays. They can help you stay organized or even protect your computer. And with the rise of AI, there is one thing AI has done that can't seem to be settled on: AI art. Now, don't get upset with me. I do understand that AI making art isn't really what it's doing. What it is doing, and what it has been proven to be doing, is taking works and visuals from other real artists and training itself on the art. Therefore, basically plagiarizing. However, there are very many people debating about this, especially people who are very much into the progress of AI. And don't get me wrong, I myself see AI as a step in human progress. It could one day be even more useful to us than it is now, such as solving diseases or even taking us to the next planet. However, this whole AI taking over art and generating art is in only like a few minutes type of scenario has gotten artists to turn against AI. Not for really stealing their jobs, but the plagiarism and the constant demand to prove that their art isn't an AI. Because even though many don't want to admit it, AI is starting to get better at copying works of art much more efficiently. But even with this art, artists are still fighting back against this new invention and demanding that AI find another hobby to do. But truly, why do people find this new invention a marketing sign of intelligence and wit? Why do they find it so threatening? Does AI live up to this standard of replacing humanity? Does it replace all of mankind's jobs with itself? Or is it too early for AI to truly help us in reaching our final goals? Hello artists, this is Artistic Sam, and welcome to my channel. Before we start, please consider supporting the channel that doesn't use AI, other than for grammar and checking the script, because I cannot spell correctly for the life of me. For this video, I'm going over its issues in the art community and what it has done not just to change art, but also AI's progression and the strange amount of it being used, not just for art, but for selling items and even writing music. With that short intro out of the way, grab a pencil or pen, and let's begin. So, what's the first thing you think of when you hear AI being mentioned? Is it ChatGPT, or those AI bots you can have conversations with? Those annoying internet ads that are beyond a scam? Or like many artists and creative creators, such as musicians and animators, you think about the constant threat of losing what you love to do due to an AI that can do it for free or cheaper. Maybe you believe it's an achievement for humanity, a step forward in progress. Or maybe you use it to cheat on every assignment that you're forced to write. AI is a controversial topic, no matter what you look at. And none are quite as controversial as AI art made by AI artists. Don't get mad at me, I know they're basically people printing out pictures, but I will use this title so I can easily talk about them. So, what is this AI art? In most basic definitions, AI art is when you either put an already existing photo or type words into an AI program, and the AI generates a picture based on what it sees. You can choose from different styles, such as the infamous Ghibli art style that went around to anime, to realistic and to cartoonish. AI is basically said to make art easier and more accessible. And sure, that could be true. Anyone can download an AI image generator app from any device. In fact, I'll be using an AI image generated app for this video demonstration later on in the video, or a basic look-through of these apps. So, is there any reason for AI art, and why are there so many artists getting upset at it? Well, one, the AI doesn't just automatically learn how to print or make any of these styles. It didn't just one day become programmed to know how to do everything. I can recall from the years 2021 and 2022 how bad some of these AI videos and images were. I'll admit, I used it once, but this was back when it was actually kinda cool. I'm not sure why I was intrigued, or if I even knew what AI was actually doing. I wasn't. I was completely innocent to the thought that AI was eating other artists' work alive without crediting them fully, and especially without their consent. But yes, that is how AI was able to understand styles in art. So these companies were able to add different art styles to these AIs. and users could get whatever style they wanted to see. That can put a bit of sense on why artists hate this AI, but there's more to it. When it comes to art, people have been finding ways to make AI art their own without telling their audience that it's AI. Though there are mistakes AI makes that makes it instantly visible, such as checking the hands and limbs, because AI has been known to struggle with that. Facial features, especially the eyes, and the most eye-catching and most notable, the background or objects in the back. They can look unfinished, unreal, and wonky. Plus, I feel that as an artist who gets their ideas online, especially from Pinterest, my eyes have practically adjusted to spotting AI. Well, at least the really badly rendered ones. I have a deep feeling that I might have looked past a few. But yes, AI can be noticed if you look at the art piece close enough. Artists are upset about the fact that it's not only getting harder to decipher between real and AI art, but that AI tends to steal away from jobs and potential customers for artists. Sure, most people don't sell their art or make a living for their household, but there are still those who do, and AI seemingly wants to replace them, which makes zero sense to me. As a machine makes AI art, why buy it when you can just make it yourself? If I want to spend money on an art piece, I'd rather spend it on a person who made it because they actually took the time and effort to do so. And some of these paintings from the present to the past are stunning. I'd rather buy a small drawing from a child because I know it's got a lot more heart into it. And sure, some people are more material-driven than I. They'd rather just have the final project, and that's what many big companies are using AI for. That is so they no longer have to spend money on people making advertisements or art, and just have it for free or cheaper. And some people really do only want the final project. It's all that most people want to see from artists. Artists don't like that AI is sometimes deemed better or more efficient than them. Yes, some people do say AI is better, and I can understand that. After all, this printing that I got from Google looks far better than my own art. That's because my art isn't realistic and was done by hand, not by a machine and then spat out. AI is definitely on the target list for the most hated thing in the art community. In fact, it is the hardest thing for the art community if you ignore people telling a minor to kill themselves over an art style. Now, this is where I get into the more of my opinion and philosophical parts of the art, and why artists hate it. AI has no soul. I mean, duh, of course AI has no soul, it's a machine. It will never have a soul. It might someday have full consciousness or might be able to express emotions, but it'll never have a soul like a living being. The soul I'm talking about is the artist and creativity in each art piece that artists put into their works every time they make a drawing or an animation or a book or a song or anything creative that involves humans. The purpose of art is for humanity to express themselves, tell stories, and send messages through pictures or words. With AI, there isn't much of a message, that creativity or soul. The picture is basically a meaningless and lifeless work of art. There isn't a true purpose other than consumerism and visual appeal. AI doesn't have that soul or that inspiration the artist's pictures do. If AI really were as good, then it would have that same soul. Not saying AI is bad, in fact, I'm impressed how fast it's evolved and how it's gotten much better over the years. It's just that despite this achievement, I've always wondered why we do this. Why take out the humanity aspect of art? I'm probably just young and don't understand why people use AI. Maybe it's for the memes, or maybe it could just be for fun and laughing at something so ridiculous. Because AI hasn't been used for real art purposes like artists. The majority of this AI art is either slop, brain rot, or just some goofy image that already exists and could easily be done by an artist. I think the majority of regular people just use AI for fun, not having to learn how to draw or animate in order to create something they want to see or laugh at or share. AI is just kind of viewed as a tool for mostly slop. It's not very respected in the world of art, and it certainly isn't in movie productions. Well, that much. I mean, have you seen the flops that AI has produced? It's certainly been proven that AI-generated images or scenes aren't respected in the same way humans are. Yeah, it's interesting to see AI attempt visual products, and I'd say it's far more impressive than it was a few years ago. But if you don't recall the Coca-Cola ad for that 1 year, then I'll inform you that everyone hated it and the company got clowned on. That fully generated AI movie? Yeah, it doesn't have the best support. AI just isn't at the highest standards for most people. Well, hold the phone. This video of bunnies on a trampoline was actually tricking people into believing it was real. I haven't seen it till now, and I admit it's pretty good. Well, minus the rabbits. I don't know, it could just be my eyes, but something's telling me the rabbits are just not there. Well, the rest of the world is, but I don't know. It could just be me, but the rabbits don't look real to me. Everything else, yeah, you've tricked me. And even if you told me this was real, I would probably believe you. So, okay. AI is certainly getting better at many things, or worse, depending on how you view it. Or you've been to Facebook and have seen the absolute wasteland that it is. Please send help to your grandparents. Yet, AI still isn't living up to the soul of the art. Now, if the bunnies were real, I bet we'd be a lot happier to see such a cute occurrence. Now that they're realized to be fake, it kinda takes that emotion away. Knowing that these innocent, cute rabbits aren't real kinda makes that emotion of the video disappear. That soul is gone. And it's no different than with art. If an artist is proven to be using AI for their art, then not only will they be seen as trash, but their art is also viewed as trash. And it's no longer worth congratulating someone for. Because to the artist and to everyone else, AI only makes these images for simple phrases or pictures that someone can just scan through. It's not the same amount of work as an artist who actually takes the time and effort to use their creativity and tools to work something out. Because AI lacks that soul. And AI artists could put their hard work and time into these drawings, their creativity and their soul being placed into every work they post. They can see the clear soullessness of AI. Because no one really takes time on AI. No one is really going to enjoy AI works as much as an artist's work. And to be completely fair, the person who made the AI piece isn't going to have the same feeling towards the work as if a real artist drew it. Because there's no soul. There's no accomplishment to what you've made. Look, some people who like using AI and generally think it's the same as any art or better are going to be mad at me, and that I do understand. I mean, something you'll love is being harassed by other people, and not just one or two, but everyone is after this idea. AI art isn't art. Well, I'm here to say that AI can be a good thing, but I don't think it belongs in the art community. Or at least it should be separated from the entire thing, from art and from drawing. Take, for an example, photography. Back in the 1826 to 1827, the very first camera was made. It was an invention that changed the tides of humanity's vision of the world. No longer was it all about paintings that took hours to make or buying all these tools just to make one image, not to mention to learn how to paint realistically and have every detail perfect. Now with this new invention, the camera, you could snap a real-time image of the world around you without needing a brush. Artists were outright hostile and fearful of being replaced by this device. A famous artist known as Paul Derac, hopefully I pronounced that right, claimed that painting was officially dead, while other artists used it in order to still make a livelihood, but some did incorporate it into their works. Many artists found out that taking a picture could help capture a moment and would be essential aid to working on art. Now, as we know today, photography has become its own separate thing from art. In schools, there's an art club and a photography club. Both are art, but in different ways. So why can't AI be the same? Why can't AI have a completely different place in the world and not have to try and take over one to try and prove that it's better? Many artists thought back in the day that photography would be the end of art, but we know that it's not the case. So if artists are so worried about the end of art due to AI, maybe won't there likely be a case where we can still accept AI, but place it in another category that doesn't try to outdo any others? Perhaps artists could incorporate AI into their art that doesn't completely make it AI art or stolen. What if there's a way for the two to be in peace? We can separate AI from art and other artistic mediums, and with that, there could be a better way to handle this AI problem. And while I'm not fully sure how that might work, I'm not sure how the future generations will be able to handle this AI crisis. But I do not doubt that AI is here to stay and will be here to stay and advance alongside humanity. Because we can't just get rid of it. We can't just leave it in the dust, we still need to advance. AI should be here to help solve human problems. For example, diseases, life-saving medical tools, space travel, safer and more efficient ways of travel, and better and cleaner environment. Maybe we have to find a way to make AI not cause a climate catastrophe. Why does everything have to cause the world to collapse? This new technology should help us, not take us or completely replace us. I mean, I believe people should understand that sending letters through the mail is going to be replaced with phones. We're all fine with that. And that horses have been replaced with cars, and we're all fine with that. You know why? Because it's moving forward. And we do need to advance in order to fix our mistakes and learn from them. AI will and is going to be helpful in the future, but I doubt it'll take away art as a whole. Because art is more of a human matter. More than horses and more than letters, art is made by humans, not something we use. AI is like a car or a text message. It is already helping people out with their grammar and cheating on entire classes. I don't understand why people do that. Like, AI writing is just kinda getting obvious, but still, it's a helpful tool. Now, if you use character AI, I'm gonna have to ask you why. Is it just for fun? Do you enjoy talking to a soulless machine? You do know that just because you feel love doesn't mean that thing does. Talk to people, trust me, it's a lot better for your mental health. I don't use character AI bots because that just feels dystopian to me. But you know what, you can use it if you really, really want to. In the end, AI is going to get better. Yes, even the AI chatbots might generally help people out when they can't really get human interaction or real therapy. Maybe they'll be companions and then turn on us in the future. Because getting more futuristic is going to be one of the best ways to go if we really do want to solve our problems. Who knows, maybe one day AI will be beneficial to the planet or to humanity. If anything, I think we're wasting AI's potential with all these AI images and songs that humans can make. These AIs are solving problems that don't need to be solved. Humans make this kind of art for fun, and for some for livelihood. It's not a critical problem that needs to be solved to save us. AI's potential should be put into more dire needs and more necessary issues to fix. AI should be used for something that humans actually need to fix. We are wasting the potential of our new AI software. Art is not a problem that needs to be fixed. It doesn't need AI. Just like cameras and snapping a photo and painting portraits don't overshadow one another, AI does not need to try and overshadow works of creativity like this. It's lame, it's repetitive, it's uncreative, and it's wasting the potential that we have created. Alright, so here's where I'm going to test out the AI on many AI art apps to see what all the hype is over them. I barely recall ever using an app like this, so I'm not going to be fully in detail about the apps. And I will be using the free version of these AI apps. So the app I'll be using is Artist AI. And I think I just picked it out because it's the first one that stuck out to me, and it was the first one when I looked it up on Google Play. I'll be using my art, mainly my old art, to check off a list I made. So what I'm looking for in AI and its images are accuracy to character, hair, skin, and clothes, character design, stuff like that, shading, correct anatomy, color and tones, details on characters, and actions, basically like the movement being portrayed in an image. I will also be looking at the background to see if it's got that mushy, weird-looking texture. So here we go. Yeah, this is the AI art thing I was trying to look at. I don't know. I'm just opening it for the first time. Oh, okay. Okay. Note to self, that app does not like it when you screen record or take screenshots. You are not allowed to do that. So I cannot show any evidence that I used it. Plus, also my internet connection sucked. So I will try now using something else. I'll be using Copilot, if you've ever heard of that. Alright, let's see if this one allows screen recording, so... Only this time, I don't know. No, don't send me notifications. Oh, okay, so... Glad to hear. Create an image. Oh, okay, well, I'll use one of these. So, a futuristic cityscape. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, create an image. It looks like you reached the image limit now. I didn't even use it. Make an image of, how about a peaceful beach sunset? Alright, hang on guys. I'm back. I had to sign in and stuff. I don't know why it had me do that. Let's see. Create an image of a girl. I don't know. We'll be simple this time. Generate image, sketching portrait of image. Yeah, okay. So this is what it made. There you go. Here's the image you requested. Let me know if you like to customize or you're on the fantasy side. Okay, so we'll do that later. Let's take a look at this. This is actually pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of like oil painting a bit, like paint, you know. Pretty good. The shading is very good on like the lower house where it needs to be darker. The clothes are pretty accurate. I would say the hair is a bit blending in. It's kind of smidging into like her skin down here near her arm. And kind of blending in with her right shoulder a little. But other than that, it could just... I mean, I think artists also do this, but it's still worth noting. The anatomy... Yeah, this is a very simple pose. The anatomy is completely correct. Colors and tones. No, she's got her nice brown hair. Same colored eyebrows. You know. Well, she's not doing much action. I mean, she is looking in a direction. She's looking in the correct direction. Yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty good. It definitely made it faster than I could, that's for sure. How about we make it a bit more difficult? Can you create a girl in a fantasy setting? Alright. Fantasy girl. Here's your fantasy scene brought to life. Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh, okay, instantly I see there's a bit of a problem. The ear is like going through the hood. That's weird. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to see the ear through the hood. I mean, that's one of the biggest issues I immediately see. Okay, the straps aren't too bad. I'm looking at the straps because I noticed that sometimes AI doesn't do well with that either. So, accuracy to character, the ear is off. The shading actually isn't too bad with the character. Although I do have to admit, I don't know if this is probably just me being a young artist, not understanding how light works, but the light from the, like, little flame of her hand, it's not, like, reflecting onto her clothing or hair. I would assume so, unless it's not that bright. So the patterns on the golden patterns on the cape, it's not really adding up. It's not accurate. It doesn't look like a pattern you would normally see that repeats. It's kind of a bit wonky. Eyes are actually surprisingly good. The action, yeah, I mean, I think she's missing a thumb. I don't know, it could just, but it looks like the thumb's not there, but I was probably behind the flame. The other hand's fine, it's not doing much. The background, it's actually pretty nice, reminds me of Fall. The castle is, well, I can kind of see it's blending in. It's like, it looks like the castle was smashed there. Like, was there an attack? Did she attack the castle? Also, is this flames? Where are the flames coming from? I don't know. I do not understand this bottom here. Is this like supposed to be the floor or like little hills? I guess it could be. I mean, this does have a few more mistakes, but that's because it's more things for the AI to generate. Alright, so I'm going to use one of my art things. Yes, I'm doing this in my closet with really bad lighting. Yes, I made this like a year ago. I'm so proud of it. It's so cute. Oh, I can't believe it. It's fine though. It's not like my real art style. It's just something I copied. Alright, let's see. What's it gonna do with this? This image. What happened? Oh, make this image, let's think. Anime. Here we go. Make this image anime. Oh boy, here we go. This is gonna be a while. Transform image because due to copyright. Anime style due to copyright restrictions. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a copyright restriction. Maybe, I don't know, Pokemon copyright restriction? I don't know. We'll try something else. Can't transform the image into realistic due to copyright. What copyright restrictions? What copyright restrictions? What is this? It could be my bad internet. Maybe it just doesn't want to admit it can't do it due to my internet or something. It knows. Holy cow, it knows. Thanks for sharing your artwork. Since the character you've drawn is based on Mimikyu. Oh, it's the wording, isn't it? I can't. It's copyrighted by Pokemon. Okay. Holy cow. That's actually impressive. Alright, well, let's do one of my original characters. I don't know, I haven't drawn her in a while. Actually, pretty impressed that this thing knows. Alright. Well, let's go to here, because I'm pretty sure I haven't copyrighted my characters. For sharing your character design. Since it's an original creation, I can absolutely help you imagine a oh my goodness. Okay, I actually want to see these. Hang on. She has a soft oval face with high cheekbones. Oh my goodness. This thing knows more. Why? Her eyes are almond shaped and warm hazel with fleshful headpiece. The white gown is made of flowing silk. No way. No way, that was exactly what it was made out of. A golden sash. It wasn't gold, it's yellow, but okay. Stands in a sun-dappled glade. Yeah, I'm still bad at feet. Okay, don't judge me. Feels a breeze lifts the edge of her gown. There's no breeze. Okay. I'm gonna have to use something else. This Copilot is far too polite. Should have just done like photos of like a person, but here. I actually do remember this. This AI mirror, I think this is what I used back in like 2021, 2022. Make moment special. It's always the notifications. Let's start. Okay, yeah, oh my goodness. I don't remember this at all. Okay. Okay, let's use the free ones. Oh, I remember this one. Yes, I remember it. This was way back in the day. I remember laughing at how bad it usually did it, but I don't know. Let's see how it's... Get this out of my face. What is this? 100. I don't know. It's suggested no. I choose. It's 100. Here she is. My goodness, this app is not as polite, and I probably just trained on my own app. Okay, so we'll take a good look. I mean, at least they have the copyright thing down here. That's nice. Okay, yeah. Instantly I can see the eyes are a bit off. She's like has a lower eye and then has a bigger eye. So, yeah, that's a bit on the hair. The hair is a bit wonky. I don't know what it's doing. The shading definitely at the bottom's a bit off. It's like, it's actually kind of blending in with the background. I think it's more blending in with each other. Oh, there is not a braid on her at all. It must have confused the headband for like a braid. Yeah, and why is there a pendant? She doesn't have a pendant. Yeah, this one is completely off. And not only is it like not even close to like the image. I mean, it has the white gown. I mean, I respect that. Also, it's not showing the cut that she has. That's a very specific part. It looks like a wedding gown, not gonna lie. Hands are correct. I could do better hands than that. And you just saw those mitten hands from that drawing I did. The ear, I don't know what's going on with the ears. Colors and tones, well, I'd say the colors aren't too bad. The background is weird. Like I said, you know what's melting? Look at that wheel up there. What's that wheel? It's like melting. Details and character. Yeah, there's a lot more detail on her, but not quite correct. I remember why I liked it. It just looks so goofy at times. Let's try and hide it so maybe it won't think of copyright. Here, this is it. This is actually kind of cute, not gonna lie. I can tell it's definitely a Pikachu, but it seems to be confusing Pikachu and Mimikyu. I mean, the flower in the hair is adorable. I actually did the flower in the hair, but it's not pink. Gave it a random heart near the tail. I don't know why I did that. Why is there a giant bucket? Like, what is that? I can't tell what it is. I don't know. But it did do the basket pretty well. It has, like, the little tentacles. Hold it. But it doesn't have the face. Okay, it's confusing Mimikyu and Pikachu. Like, I know that's Mimikyu's want to be Pikachu. That's why he wears the costume, but... I did the dent in the ear, at least. I mean... Also, the face looks a bit weird. It looks like it's trying to do a Pikachu face, but then it, like, realized that it wasn't the Pikachu dent face thing. It's Pikachu, alright? It's just... Mimikyu at the same time. It's missing the eyes, you know, the iconic eyes. It's got the speech bubble right, much better circle than I did, but shading is off. You know, the accuracy, it's not there. It is not there. Colors and tones, I mean, it has the correct color, but it looks like Pikachu. It's tilting its head, I'll give it that. Why does it have hands, though? Mimikyu does not have hands. Yeah, it's Pikachu. It's confusing Pikachu. And with that, we end with our AI app thing. I don't know what I expected, really. It's been a while since I ever used one, and I've never been a really big fan of it, but some of it was accurate, some of it was not. I still am not interested in using it. So, for my final thoughts on AI, it can be useful. It will be more useful, but it won't be useful in the art community or any form of it. Perhaps one day it'll become its own thing, and maybe one day AI will reach what it's truly capable of. Not video slop, not mushy images, not shaky animations, and certainly not ads. Those videos will haunt my brain. I know AI is here to stay. I know it will progress, but I'm not concerned about it completely taking over AI. I'm sure AI will find its own niche in humanity's circle of creativity, and I bet AI will become a part of daily life sometime. But AI art just isn't it. It's cool, an interesting concept, but not really what we need. It doesn't make it accessible, it looks cheap, and it generally has no soul. I'm, for one, not fully appreciative of what people are using AI for, and I do hope we figure out what exactly AI will be doing someday and where it should be. And yes, I'm done with that AI app. All of them. I'm going to draw on a canvas now. I'm tired, my brain's dead. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy my analysis on AI art, and what I and many other artists believe, and what it is causing. If you have an opinion on AI art, be happy to share in the comments, and please consider supporting. Thank you.